My top tips for this week are as follows. So top tip number one, remember that the Spanish possessives must match in gender and number with the thing that we possess, and that is 100% rule. Tip number two, the demonstratives have 3 degrees of distance in time and in space. So always remember that, and in relation to you or to who the subject is in the sentence. Top tip 3, many prepositions in Spanish use de, like delante de, detrás de. So do not skip that word, otherwise it will make no sense to your listener. Top tip number 4, increase your speaking skills by reading. You need vocabulary when you're speaking. So the best way to increase your vocabulary is by reading. And we've got plenty of reading material within the course as well as in the Facebook group. So do make good use of it and make a habit of your reading skills and vocabulary. And number 5, I've been recommending this every week. Use language transfer to practice your pronunciation in an effective way. Every week we review or we listen to brand new tracks from language transfer. You feel free to listen to more of them if you would like to. We are just adding up new ones every week to keep up with that listening practice, recording your voice, playing it back, and make notes of those words or sounds that are more tricky to you. And if you have any questions, also make sure that you come to the Facebook group to ask your questions so you can get an answer. What are your action steps for lesson number 4? So your homework and part of your action steps for this week are to arrange your next set of meetings. So you need to arrange 3 meetings on italki, meetup.com, and Internations. Whether those meetings are online or they are in person, it's entirely up to you. But do go and arrange those and let us know in the Facebook group how is that going. In addition to your Thursday practice with us, you need to get out there and put your speaking practice in action. Complete the students' workbook, which is lesson number 4. Review the sections 3 to 11. Remember, this week there is nothing new from that book, but do review from those sections 3 to 12. Sorry, not 11. From the Easy Spanish Phrase ebook. Next one, for pronunciation, make sure that you watch, listen, and repeat the pronunciation video where you can find the link in the students' workbook for the che and the eye. Your story this week is story number 4, The Foolish Thief, from the First Spanish Reader ebook. For exercises 3, 4, 5, and 8, record yourself reading your own voice, reading the texts and the pronunciation, repeating that pronunciation, and play it back, making notes of the sounds and the words that you don't understand so that you can keep practicing those, and we can help you with that if you need to in the Facebook group. Also for this week, translate the phrases for the story that you've read, story number 4, The Foolish Thief. And you can find the written exercise, ejercicio escrito, on page 212 of the same book. And this week's for as a listening exercise, go to language transfers and listen to tracks 11 to 16 included. If you have the time, do review from 1 to 10, which we have already learned in the previous 3 weeks. And do feel free to jump around, use other tracks for your own listening practice and for your own benefit. So the next steps for you, lesson number 4, is go to your weekly tasks checklist, week 4, that you can find on your students book on the course webpage, and take those actions as you complete them and those exercises, so you feel that you have made progress and you can keep track of what you are doing. Practice the exercises on your student workbook, so you can benefit and make sure that you have understood the grammar points of this week about the prepositions of place, the possessives, etc. And also you can bring those to your speaking practice. Share your homework progress and your achievements using the correct hashtags that you can find on the workbook, and share all that information in the in your select Spanish language students language partners in the Facebook group. So we would love to know how those meetings are going. How is your speaking practice going? How is your homework going? Your wins and your questions and your achievements. We would love to know that, and also your questions if you have any. And coming up, lesson number 5, next week, we are going to be learning the Spanish regular verbs in the present of indicative. So we are going to be introducing new speaking skills. We're going to be learning about the pronunciation of the letters B and V, and also how to order food and drinks in Spanish. We're going to be learning all those expressions, all that vocabulary. Remember that on Monday, we meet at 4 p.m. UK time for your Ask Beatrice Q&A live call. All the information is on your Facebook group. And on Thursday for your language partners live session to practice your Spanish speaking skills, the new ones, the ones that you've learned in the last 3 weeks. And we love to see your progress. We would love to help you with your questions if you have any, and with your speaking practice moving forward. So hopefully we'll see you in the next week, in the next sessions, and hopefully you get on with the material for the next lesson. And good luck with that.